G'day everyone, this afternoon I've come over to one of my favourite places to go fishing, Lake Moodemere. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now I don't fish in this part of Lake Moodemere very often. I'm normally down that way a little bit or up that way a little bit. There's people in the spots that I was going to go, so I've come here. When the water's higher you can't fish here, but now that it's low, there's a bit of an opening out the end here. I'm going to have two rods, both baited up with worms. I've got two juicy janjuck worms on each rod. And I'm going to throw that paternoster over there in nice and close. And the running sinker rig, I'm going to cast that out a bit further. I'll put some water in my bucket. Even though I've got easy access to the water here, it's very muddy. Down there near the other water level indicator where I usually fish, it's quite a firm bottom, but it's not here, it's very muddy. And I'll just explain what I'm trying to do. I've got Loretta with me with her bird camera. There's a couple of sea eagles flying around. We're going to try and catch a carp and feed it to the sea eagle. The first obstacle is to catch the carp, and the second obstacle is making sure the sea eagle's actually hungry. Quite often you throw the carp on the water and they don't come anyway. But sometimes it all works out well. Current time is 3:45, so I've got about 2 3/4 hours. I can fish till about 6:30 at the moment. That's about when it gets too dark. Last time I was over here, I was just around the corner down there at the other spot that I like to fish, and the fishing was nuts. It was the middle of winter, and I've never seen fishing like it. I was just not in here, not in winter anyway. So surely if I can catch them here in the middle of winter, I can catch a few now that things are warming up a bit. You'd like to think so anyway. What are you? Something's grabbed it and just taken off with it. Something just went bang. No nibbles, no anything. Pretty sure this is a big mud marlin. This might be too big for you, sea eagle. Be funny if it was a yellow belly. No nibbles, no nothing. I was looking the other way and then I look up and my rod's just bent over. It doesn't feel humongosaurus, but it does feel rather large. Oh, it's gone straight over that other line. Whoa. Well, certainly a mud marlin, I can confirm that much. Speaking of mud, the mud under my feet actually stinks. Oh, now it's tangled my other line, stupid fish. We've been sitting here probably 15 minutes, I suppose. Big. I think this might be a little bit too big for your sea eagle. Well, it's still going to get the same treatment anyway. I might come and have a look, you never know. Oh, stop tangling this other line. Right, good, back over this side. Yuck, that's the mud under my feet if you heard that sound. Oh no, it might be alright for the sea eagle. He's looking about 50-ish. Just got so much go, he feels a lot heavier. Hit my worms like a steam train. I've got my landing net, but I don't really need it here. Yeah, I reckon a sea eagle will pick him up. Right. Maybe I do need the landing net because there's a stick on the water here. Oh, he's over the stick. Ah, flicking mud all over me, yuck! Ah. Well, I'm on the board. That's going to be a pretty big lift for the sea eagle. Hopefully he's got a winch or a hoist of some kind. Here comes the big sea eagle, but there's no way I'm going to be able to throw this out far enough. Ugh. Ugh. What's that? Is it coming? Running secret rod's getting a bite there. I'm just re-rigging my... Oh, I missed him. That might be a good thing, because it might mean it's not a carp. when I caught that other carp with the paternoster rig, I got it all the way up here without breaking the line, and I thought I'll just drag it up the bank here a little bit, and then I snapped the line. So I'm just re-rigging it, and I've had a bite on my long rod. That's a good sign. Right, a fresh paternoster rig can go out there. Right, now both lines are back in. There's a big dead carp floating on the water just out here. It's too close. The sea eagle has come around and flown over us a little bit, but it doesn't want to come down this close to us. We've either got to wait for the breeze to move the dead carp out in the middle somewhere, or try and catch a smaller one. I love fishing here at Lake Moodemere. I come over here targeting carp, but occasionally I am surprised with a better fish. I've left here a few times with a nice redfin, or a nice feed of redfin. I've caught a few nice yellow belly here. I've even caught a few nice silver perch. And I have heard of Murray cod being caught here, although I've never done it. So there is always a chance of catching something else. So I come here with the knowledge that I've got a good chance of catching a carp, and the hope that I might catch something a little bit better. We've got the sea eagle, but he's just that carp hasn't drifted far enough away from us. It keeps coming over but then flying over there. I don't know. I reckon that carp's just too close. It's a pity Holly's not here. I'd give her $10 to swim out there and take that carp out to the middle. Hey Holly, want to earn $10? I just had a nibble on stumpy rod. I didn't see much. I just looked up and saw it vibrating really fast. I just had another little nibble on the short stumpy rod. Here we go. Oh! I would have struck them, but I was a little bit slow getting here. Just had another bite. I hadn't been sitting back down for about 1 minute. There it goes again. Look, look. Got him. On. Yeah, it feels a bit smaller, this one. Good if it's a yellow belly. It's fighting a bit like a carp though. It's sort of going all over the place. It's not nearly as big as the last one, mate, so if it's a carp, it might be a bit more eagle friendly. And haven't seen it. I saw the splash. I reckon it's a carp by the splash. It's a carp, I think. Yeah, it's a carp, but it's a smaller one. It's a much more eagle friendly carp. It's about perfect, actually. Get him over the hurdle. This is where I snapped the line before, dragging him up there. Oh look, the hook just fell out now. I'll knock him on the head with the back of my axe and get him ready to throw in the water. It's way up there. I hope he's watching. They've got good eyesight. Can you just watch my other rod? I'm going to throw this one over on Dennis Lilly style. Still not out far enough. Gee, it's up high, isn't it? Maybe it's not hungry. Like, if it was hungry, why would it be so high? It's higher than Snoop Dogg. Maybe you can see more from up there. It's getting lower. I'm just going to quickly put this line back in. Right, there. Coming down, is he? Now, in case you're wondering what's happening to these carp, this is my own knife Optical A1 that I reviewed. Actually, I didn't review it. I reviewed a torch, and they sent me this as a gift to say thank you. It's awesome, but it's got this heavy end. This it's like a meat cleaver kind of an end up here, and that's what I use to dong the carp with. It's a beauty, this thing. I reckon it's going to come down. It must be looking at it. It's too close. He's looking. He's right over your head. Look at him. Come on. This is the closest we've been all day. Let's go way over there again. The eagle has landed in that tree over there. It wants these carp. I'm pretty sure it wants them, but they're just a little bit too close. It's just not quite sure about coming this close to us. It keeps hovering over, but it just won't come down. Maybe it's sick. No, if it was sick, it'd get fined, wouldn't it? Because that'd be an illegal. Bang! No nibbles, just bang, straight on. This doesn't feel as big either. Oh, he got off. It got off. No more yummies for the eagle after that. That was a yellow belly, that one. For sure. Well, that one got off. Playing with Stumpy Rod here, look. A few short, sharp jabs. I might just put a bit of slack in the line. He's back. My nibbler's back. Not that slacky, look. Got him. See if I can land this one. Oh, it's got that carp feel. Oh, it's got that bigger carp feel too. It's certainly putting a bend in little Stumpy. This little rod doesn't really bend a lot. That's a big bend for this rod. I'm going to guess it's a carp of around 50 centimetres. Certainly not coming in as easy as that last one. I got the feeling somebody's catching me. Alright, don't go over near my other rod. Don't go doing that stupid stuff. The first one done that. We don't need tangles. Isn't that funny? Even though I'm almost certain it's a carp, I've got to see it. I want to at least see it. Ah, here we go. I was right. It's a carp. It looks like about 50, maybe a bit under. The line is wrapped around its top fin, and that often makes them feel a bit bigger because they sort of create a bit more drag. Might be a little bit too big, I think. No, it's not as big as the first one. He's feeling a bit smaller now. Similar to the second one. Literally, he's halfway. He's bigger than the second one, but not as big as the first one. Alright, come on, mate. Up here into the landing zone. The first one was obviously a lot bigger because I couldn't just drag it up like that because I snapped the line then too. Maybe it is the same size. Oh, Carpio number 3. What have you done to me hook, mate? Give it back. Sometimes it feels like somebody's watching me. This guy's got me hooked on these 80s songs. Alright, new paternoster rig, new worms. New worms cold? Of course you're not. That's global worming. Righto, out there. The paternoster rig is certainly getting the bites today. It's funny how some days this rig gets all the bites and other days it's the running sinker rig that gets all the bites. Oh, Stumpy Rod's getting all the bites today. Got him. It's all happening on the Stumpy Rod. This has got whale feels. They're going after the paternoster rig, but the running sinker rig's just getting no action. The last carp is on the bank behind us. I haven't thrown it out on the water. There's two just floating around out there somewhere, but the sea eagles have just moved elsewhere for now. This feels rather heavy. Dun, 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 dun. The guitar. That's a C flat. The last one I guessed was 50 and it's probably a bit under. I'm going to guess this one up around a 60. I reckon it's got a bit of pizzazz, this one. It's got a bit of hugeness to it. Oh, that or it's just got a lot of energy. I'm using 6 pound line. People sometimes ask me why I don't use heavier line. I could probably go to 8, but I wouldn't go to 10. The problem is heavier line makes it quicker to land the fish and easier to land the fish, but it makes it harder to cast. You lose casting distance. Your line gets a lot more memory in it, so when you get real finicky little nibbles, the fish have got to straighten out that line, and you can't get as much line on the spool, and it's harder to fish with really small sinkers if you're using heavier line. So I just find 6 to be a good all-rounder. This isn't as big as I thought. Not as big as I think. They're just fighting really well in here. It's similar to the first one, I reckon. I'm not going to try and drag it up and break my line again like I've done twice today. I'll just drag it over this log. I wouldn't even be able to do that. Right, up you get. Kick. Give a kick. Little kick. There you go. Oh, covered in mud again. Mud marlin number 4. I can't grab it. Right, come on. Ugh. Well, all the action is happening on the paternoster rig. I've got 2 carp on the bank behind me now, as well as 2 floating around in the water somewhere. But the sea eagles have absconded. They didn't take the carp. Maybe they're waiting for us to leave. Even if we don't get the photo that Loretta's after, she's actually got some pretty cool photos of them flying anyway. He's taking up all the slack on me stumpy rod again. Come on again. What's the size of that big tail that just come up out there? This is called high sticking. I'm high sticking my rod, but I'm not likely to break it because the rod's only 3 foot long. I'm just doing it to keep the tension on. And it's a fiberglass rod, it's not a graphite rod. They're all coming to the one rod. This other rod here can't even get a bite. When it does, it'll be a good fish. It'll be a yellow belly or a big redfin or a silver perch or something, I hope. Gee, this feels heavy. Unless it's just wrapped around that back fin, it just feels heavy. I've said that for all the fish on. They've all been a bit smaller than I thought. This is a bit crazy. Just went really slack. I think you made a mad dash straight for me. Come on, show your face. Oh, it's a big one. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. I can call it big now. The last couple of times it was a bit smaller than I thought, but this is up in the 60s. Big. A big fish. A big fish. Gee, the carp are biting like mad at Lake Moodemere at the moment. If anyone's wanting to go carp fishing for a bit of fun, or take the kids out during the school holidays, come to Lake Moodemere. It's great fun. Can you grab that camera out of my bag again? He's just decided to have a little tantrum. No, don't wrap up on the other line, you stupid bloody fish. Oh, we've got all kinds of dramas now. Can you do me a favour and try? You probably can't. So try and reel this other line in for me. Can you just reel this other line in for me if you can? Just see if you can hold it up high. Yeah, good. I don't think it's tangled. Reel it in, yeah. I'll just hold it up. Just hold it up. That'll do. Then I'll keep it out of the way. This big kahuna's a big kahuna. That's a very... Didn't I say to you before, I'd love to catch a really big one. Yep. Takes time to reel fish in when they're 10 pound and the line's only rated to 6 pound. Righto, mate, come on. Push me right older, I don't want to stand on it. Right behind me here. Look at the size of the thing. It's beached already out there. That's off again. I reckon the lake's going to drop about 6 inches when I lift these fish out. That's huge. Actually, can you pass me the landing net? Haven't been using it because it's so flat, but I'm gonna use it for this big one because it's beached before it even gets in close to the edge. Look at that. Wow. What an adrenaline buzz. Right, here we go, into the net, come on, we're not quite ready yet. The lunges are getting a little bit easier to manage. It's in the net, it's out of the net. You should never net fish backwards, but I haven't got the net extended. Alright, come on mate. Now in head first, that's a bit better, that's a better idea. Got him! Big, that's so heavy. I'll just hit that boat down there, feel how heavy that is. Can you hold that for a tick?
Bloody hell.
Righto, it's got to be nudging 70 centimetres, but it's so fat. Oh, yeah, it's 75. 70. 74. Right there. He's not straightened up. 74 centimetres. 74, 75 centimetres, but it's so fat. Get a load of that. That is enormous. That's a proper monster. Can you get a photo of me with a good camera?
Yeah.
Wow, what a rush. 74, maybe a little bit over, but we'll say 74 centimetres, a very fat carp. That's a proper monster. 74 centimetres. That fish is only 30 centimetres shorter than this entire rod that I caught it on. Just had me first, there it goes again. Just had me first nibble since I caught that scaled whale. Now that it's getting a bit later, it's just gone 6 o'clock. I've got about half an hour of daylight left. I'm kind of hoping that a yellow belly or a silver perch or something might come along now. A more desirable species. It's just had a little nibble then. It's good the wind's dropped right off now. It was windy all day today, now it's dropped off and I can see the nibbles. You can just see the line just twitching a little bit. There's something sort of nibbles at the worms. Something's pulling it tight. But it's a carp. Got him. Oh, it feels like another carp. Not nearly as big as the last one, thankfully. I don't think I could feed that last one to the pterodactyls. So big. You know, you never ever hear pterodactyls go to the toilet. Did you know that? You never hear pterodactyls go to the toilet? You know why? Because the P is silent. Oh, don't tangle up with me other line, you stupid mud marlin. Right. It's just a normal one. Normal 50-ish. I want to get it in so that I can get a fresh Jan Juck worm on and get it out there. Because I want to try and, I'm hoping for a yellow belly or a silver perch or something. I've caught them here before. Don't catch them every time, but they're always a very welcome surprise when they turn up. And that'd be just a wonderful way to cap off a wonderful afternoon, I reckon. Alright, how'd you get? Come on, up on the bank. They're all so fat and healthy. There's a sort of a 50-ish. It's buried in the mud. You have to take my word for it. That was fun. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video.